This is another short essay that I made about Karlheinz Stockhausen. We will be discussing his ideas of moment time and its relationship to philosophy, some theology, and myth. Now, in the background, I have playing music of Stockhausen, and this is Luzifer's Abschied from his opera Samstag aus Licht. This is, if I recall, Saturday from Light is the name of the opera, and Luzifer's Abschied is translated Lucifer's Farewell. It's about the triumph of St. Francis over the temptations of the devil. So let us begin. The idea of moment-time music is quite related to one's view of history. Because of time being the essential element of both music and history, it would make sense that a wider exercise in thinking about either subject would relate in certain ways. Western music traditionally has a beginning, a rising action, a climax, a denouement, and a resolution. This is very similar in many ways to our understanding of story. I'm curious what Wagner would have to say about such a relationship. Anyway, this is parallel to the Western understanding of history. The center of Western historical and mythic understanding lies upon the eucatastrophe, which is the climactic event that affects the world and all that is in it. The event which all history previously progresses towards and all history subsequently moves out from. The relationship of this with music can be seen clearly in Bach's great works and in programmatic works of the Romantic era. However, such a Western understanding of history, while ever present and grounded, does have different understandings and practical applications or delineations. For example, the eucatastrophe is the anti-doomsday. But many times our thoughts and actions are in result of the perceived doomsday and with no thought of the saving reversal. As a result, many believe that history is linear, that it begins and ends. Such is the view of the Germanic pagans with their idea of Ragnarok or Götterdämmerung, the death of the gods and the devouring of the world. A moment-time understanding, as espoused by Stockhausen, could or would argue that history is now, that the eucatastrophe is not a single event, but in fact every single moment. All of the past, present, and future is wrapped up in the inner self right now. Interestingly enough, there's some similarities with that and the Christian idea of the eternal eighth day, but I think that is itself worthy of a video. Moving on, this thinking of past, present, future all wrapped up in one moment in the inner self of man, this thinking is understandable for Stockhausen's context. He had witnessed Götterdämmerung firsthand in the Second World War. The strong gods of Nazism had been slain, and Germany had been consumed by the World Eater. But time still went on. Stockhausen yet lived. And so, finally, in conclusion, I would argue that history is not linear. Time may be, but history in this context is more than just recordable events. The eucatastrophe is Christ crucified. Yet, even Revelation describes Christ as the Lamb of God slain from the foundation of the world. And in 1 Peter, the word says how he is a lamb without blemish or spot, foreordained before the foundation of the world. Therefore, in a very real way, Christ crucified has always been, is now, and will always be. In fact, Ragnarok was accomplished when Christ slayed all the devils and strong gods of this world in his sacrifice. And it is yet accomplished everywhere that Christ crucified is preached. Thus ends my short essay on the ideas of Karlheinz Stockhausen and moment time in music, and how it relates to his personal experience, to myth and story, and to, I would argue, the reality around us.